Hey Gemini, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for January 8th, 2025. This is for Gemini. Last shuffle coming out for Gemini. Let's see what's going on, Gemini. Well, we have the Sacred Temple, and then we have letting go. You're meant to let something go, especially the grief and sorrow that has been attached to your situation. You need to have some healthy boundaries. They're saying that you need to ask for help from others and that others may be telling you things that you need to know. As you are receiving messages, you need to act accordingly or act immediately. Know that it's not your fault. There's no need to, isolate or escape from the situation. It's like you have to face something head on. And there's something about you needing to give someone space or to allow space in your situation. You're going to get some sort of intelligence or some sort of message. It's good news. It's not like bad stuff, but it's time to let go of an ending of a situation. It's time to let go of a some level of separation. There's some baggage that you may be carrying when it comes to a situation or a person. Something just felt looks like Three of Pentacles. Some of you, this could involve a coworker or a friend or someone that you collaborate with on a regular basis or someone that you compromise for. I know that doesn't narrow much down, but of course, this is general. Yep, someone from your past. It could be an ex for sure, right? There's something about this needing to have been something peaceful. Three of Pentacles over the whole reading. Of course, like I said, Three of Pentacles gives off this energy of like this could have been a coworker, a colleague, or a friend, someone that you did things with that were like you were building something together. It doesn't always have to be like physical building, but maybe you were building a relationship or you were compromising for this individual. You have King of Swords, Page of Wands, Temperance, Six of Cups with Sacred Temple. Sacred Temple speaks about your purpose, where you're meant to be. A lot of this is about using your intellect, your logic. You're very intelligent. This is the King of Swords comes out as far as where you're meant to be. You're meant to trust your first mind. You are sharp, you are clear on something, and you need to trust what you know to be true. But you're also receiving some level of a message. It may feel very burdensome to hear something. It may feel very burdensome to get some news, especially whatever news you're getting has it's going to cause grief, sadness, or something here, or it could already be attached to a grief or some sadness or some sorrow. It already may have already caused this, or this person may have already caused this energy for you. Whatever you get or whatever messages come towards you, the spirit is urging you to ask for help, right? From others. They're also telling you not to ignore this, not to escape it, not to pretend that it's not happening. There's something about needing to have space between you and another person or you and a place. This could be at work, or this could be past energy like an ex or old friends. You have to trust and have faith that it'll work out, but you need space. You need to establish some boundaries. They're showing here. They want you to know that you can have whatever it is that you want. It's at your fingertips. You don't have to be bothered with someone if you don't want to be. That's one thing as well. Just like if you feel like, okay, you get messages and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm being accosted by someone. Every time I turn around, someone's in my face, or I feel like I can't get far enough away. They're overbearing. They're saying that you can get away. You just need to reach out for help. Um, mm-mm-mm. You may be going through a spiritual awakening as well, and it may feel like a dark night of the soul. But they're saying that you're on the path to some enlightenment as well. This will pass, whatever sorrow this is. And a lot of times when you are enlightened or you're going through some spiritual awakening, people fall away, or you have to separate from others. You may get a direct prompting that this is someone I need to get away from. And that in and of itself is sad, and it may cause a lot of grief, which is why a lot of times spiritual awakenings are sad, or are they are misconstrued as like a dark night of the soul. Like, I'm going through this tough time. I feel like my life is falling apart, or I feel like um, like this is an ending that I wish that things could get better, but this is not panning out the way that I'd hoped. Well, I mean, that's with a lot of things, right? But there's messages coming in, and a lot of these messages are going to signify or say this isn't escaping the situation, but you do need to separate from someone or something. Okay. There's a lot of letting go, boundaries, energy here. So I'm just going to leave that there. Dark thoughts with the Five of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. A lot of you may feel like you don't have the resources to get away, that you don't have time or enough time to gather the resources as you're hearing things or as you're finding things out or being awakened to things. Dark thoughts are about the future. I don't have enough to get away, or I am still building enough information to be able to make the appropriate plans. Dark thoughts a lot of times are about the future. It's about projecting forward from the present moment. Right now, what's going on around me, I can just guarantee that I can expect this. Some of you, this would mean, based on what's happening now, I can expect to be broke. That's for some of you. That's not all of you. Some of you, this would be expecting to have to leave work, take a break from work. That this, whatever this situation is, I'm going to have to put in some notice, or I'm going to have to ask for time off for some of you. And you may feel like that is, dark thoughts. I'm looking so far in the future, I can already tell that whatever this is, the information I'm getting, the messages I'm getting, I might have to call out, or I might have to XYZ. This is something that you don't want to focus on as much. What you want to focus on is plans, making well laid plans, contacting others, reaching out for help if you need to. Behind a mask is Justice and Four of Cups. Behind a mask, your intention may be to act unbothered, to act like nothing's bothering you, which is unbothered basically, but to disconnect, to have time to reevaluate by having this blank slate face or front where everyone's like, well, I mean, Gemini's not acting perturbed. Gemini's not acting like anything's wrong. This also looks like someone who is trying to be fair. Underneath it all, there's a joy. Underneath it all, there's emotional contentment. It just looks more like you're escaping the situation by checking out of it, emotionally, perhaps. And whenever you start to feel like it's not going to work out, you don't have the help, you don't have the resources, you don't have enough information, all of this stuff, Spirit wants you to really hone in on understanding that where you are right now, everything's perfect. You are perfect, you're whole, you're complete. Nothing's missing from you. You're in a very good place. You're not in a terrible place. This isn't dark night of the soul. You aren't going through some dark transition of your life. It's not a dark time. This isn't the medieval times of your life. This is more of a spiritual awakening. This is a new phase and a spiritual quest, maybe for some of you, religious quest. Some of you will feel like it's dark, like I said, but you're on the path to enlightenment, and all of this is going to pass, right? You need to erect some boundaries. The color brown may be important to you. If you are doing like ritual work, you would want to use dirt or uh, the brown candles or something like that, right? To ground you, to protect you, to establish the boundaries that you desire in your life. They're showing the third house here. So if you are familiar with your chart, you would want to look into the third house, which is your house, basically, to receive messages or to understand how to move forward. There's something about that in there. Looking at your third house. Understanding there's something there about understanding the messages coming towards you. Maybe how you comprehend them when it comes to the third house. How to move forward, how to communicate your need for assistance. Something to that magnitude. I hope this makes sense. You could be dealing with a Libra or a Sagittarius. That's the main sign, or two main signs. We also have another Gemini or an Aquarius, a Leo or Aries. So if you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.